A day after Chief Minister and Bahrain's security strengthening announcement, Houthi militants launched renewed attack in Imphal East, injuring 2 and evacuating families. Nation mourns the passing of former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh with 7 days of state mourning announced and tributes from across the political spectrum. GoTo agrees to issue apology after brutal assault and harassment of SDSA members by Houthi volunteers in Gamgifai. And tragic collapse of hanging bridge in Imphal East claims life of 60-year-old woman while a child was rescued by locals. Hello, you're watching IS English News. I'm Jay Shainam, giving you the news in detail. Tensions have soared in Imphal East as Houthi militants launch a fresh wave of violence, continuing their assault on the region's peripheral villages for the 4th consecutive day. The latest attack, which occurred at around 10:40 a.m. today, targeted several villages including Sanasabi, Thamnapokpi, Yaingangpokpi, Santi Khongbal and Sabungkhok under Lamlai Assembly constituency. Armed with sophisticated weapons and bombs, the militants attacked from the hill ranges of Thamnapokpi, sparking a fierce exchange of fire that lasted for nearly 6 hours with intermittent breaks. Security forces responded swiftly, engaging the militants in a prolonged battle. 2 individuals, including a police commando and a civilian, were injured during the violent clash and are currently undergoing treatment at a hospital in Imphal. As the gunfire echoed across the area, around 20 to 30 families became stranded in the conflict zone. Fortunately, the Manipur police acted quickly, using bulletproof vehicles to evacuate the families to safety. The timing of this attack is particularly alarming, occurring just a day after Chief Minister and Bahrain Singh's announcement to strengthen security measures in volatile areas of Imphal East. Despite these efforts, the situation remains tense and local residents are growing increasingly anxious, with many expressing frustrations over the continued violence and the inability of security forces to fully protect them. India mourns the passing of the former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, who passed away at 92 at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences last night. Manmohan Singh, who was India's 13th Prime Minister and the first Sikh to hold the coveted post, headed the Congress-led UPA government at the centre from May 2004 to May 2014. He was being treated for age-related medical conditions and had sudden loss of consciousness at his residence last night. Resuscitative measures were started immediately at home. He was brought to the medical emergency at AIIMS, New Delhi at 8:06 p.m. Despite all efforts, he could not be revived and was declared dead at 9:51 p.m. Dr. Manmohan Singh, who retired from public life after the Congress defeat at the hands of the BJP in the 2014 Lok Sabha polls, made his last public appearance in the Rajya Sabha, of which he was a member in August 2023. Dr. Manmohan Singh's family has requested privacy during this difficult time. It is reported that the family is awaiting for arrival of Manmohan's daughter, who stays abroad for his funeral, and it is likely to be conducted tomorrow near Rajghat. Meanwhile, the government of India has announced 7 days of state mourning from December 26 to January 1st of 2025, following the passing of former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. During this period, the national flag will be flown at half-mast across the country, and no official entertainment will be held. The government has also decided to accord Dr. Singh a state funeral with the national flag to fly at half-mast at Indian missions and high commissions abroad on the day of the funeral. In line with this, the government of Manipur has also declared a similar period of mourning, with the flag to be flown at half-mast throughout the state and no official entertainment program. Additionally, condolences have poured in from all corners following the passing of former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. Leaders from across the political spectrum, as well as international figures, have expressed their grief. President Draupadi Murmu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and BJP leaders visited Dr. Singh's residence to pay respects to the visionary leader and architect of India's economic reforms. Congress leaders Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, and Priyanka Gandhi also paid tribute. President Murmu and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar expressed their condolences, with Prime Minister Modi recalling Dr. Singh's humble origins and efforts to improve lives. Amit Shah also praised his contributions, while Congress President Kharge and former Chief Rahul Gandhi mourned the loss of a mentor. Manipur Chief Minister and Biren Singh extended his deep sorrow, describing Dr. Singh as an extraordinary statesman and visionary leader, instrumental in India's economic liberalization. The India-US nuclear deal, the Right to Education Act, and the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. The President of the Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC, Kaisham Meghachandra Singh, also expressed profound grief, praying for strength for the family and eternal peace for the former Prime Minister's soul. Committee on Tribal Unity, COTU, has agreed to issue an official written apology to the Office of the Senapati District Students Association (SDSA) within 24 hours as part of a newly signed Memorandum of Understanding (MOU). This agreement comes after a tense period following the brutal assault and harassment of members of the SDSA by Kuki volunteers in Gamgifai on the night of December 22nd. Since then, tensions have escalated between the two warring communities, intensifying the need for peaceful resolution. The MOU signed between COTU, Kuki Students Organization (KSO), and Senapati Action Committee (SAC) outlines the commitment of all parties to work collaboratively in resolving disputes and ensuring the safety and dignity of all citizens. As part of the agreement, COTU has committed to issuing the apology as a step toward mending relations and de-escalating the situation. In addition to the apology, the MOU emphasizes the immediate cessation of all forms of harassment and violence against the Naga community, with full accountability for those responsible. The parties have also pledged to foster respectful communication across all platforms, including public spaces, social media, and community forums. Manipur police have arrested 2 active members of the KCP-PWG reportedly involved in a series of extortion activities across Imphal. The duo, identified as Mohammad Imtiaz Khan, age 45 years, and Irengbam Gulapi Singh, age 43 years, is accused of extorting money from brick farms, schools, oil pumps in the Pangai and Khongampat areas, and even a health center in Sekmai. The arrest took place in Awang Wabagai Lamkai, Imphal West District, where police recovered crucial evidence. Seized items include 2 mobile handsets, wallets containing 1,100 rupees, and important documents like an Aadhaar card, PAN card, and driving license. A 2-wheeler was also confiscated. The police are continuing their investigation into the duo's criminal activities, with further developments expected soon. In a tragic incident, an old hanging bridge spanning the river between Moirangkampu, Sajeb, and Kurai Angom Laikai in Imphal East collapsed, leading to the tragic death of a 60-year-old woman. The victim, identified as Pukrambam Baigabati from Angom Laikai Mamang, fell into the river after the bridge gave way. As the bridge crumbled, another child who was left hanging was miraculously rescued by locals. However, despite their efforts to save her, Baigabati could not survive. She was immediately pulled from the water by nearby residents and rushed to a local hospital where she was declared dead. This tragic incident has raised serious concerns over the safety of all infrastructure in the region. Kairao ACMLA Laurembam Rameshwar announced today that once the rejuvenation process of Waithau Path at Thiam Konjin is completed, it will become the largest water body in the state, second only to Loktak Lake. He made this statement during the inauguration of the new Youth Social Club building at Kiamgai Khoirom Laikai. In his address, TMLA shared that the rejuvenation work is being carried out by the Directorate of Environment and Climate Change under the National Wetland Conservation Program with an estimated budget of 42 crore rupees. He emphasized that upon completion, the lake will serve as a major spot for walking and recreation, aiding to the area's appeal. Rameshwar also highlighted the ongoing developmental initiatives in the constituency and urged the residents to work together to make Kairao a drug and liquor-free area. Members of the Mongsangai Apun Mamairapai Bilub today staged a sit-in protest at Mongsangai Boroi Makong, demanding justice for the village volunteers who were allegedly killed during a police commando encounter. They also called for the unconditional release of 6 detained volunteers and the immediate repeal of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Protesters chanted slogans and expressed their strong disapproval of the ongoing situation. A woman leader from the Mairapai Bilub spoke to media, voicing her outrage over the actions of the security forces who, according to her, had targeted the village volunteers who were protecting civilians from narco-terrorist attacks. She criticized the authorities for failing to take action against the narco-terrorists while persecuting innocent volunteers.
ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯂꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯕꯛ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯊꯧꯗꯣꯛ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯆꯦꯟꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯀꯃꯥꯟꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯂꯧꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯀꯟꯗꯤꯁꯟ ꯑꯃꯇ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯈꯨꯜ ꯉꯥꯛꯄ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯇꯔꯨꯛ ꯑꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯂꯕ ꯙꯔꯅꯥ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯐꯝꯖꯕꯅꯤ.
Members of the Wangjing Meirapaibian women vendors also staged a sit-in protest today at Wangjing Kaitel in Thoubal district, demanding justice for the village volunteers allegedly killed during a police commando encounter. They also called for the immediate release of 6 detained volunteers and the repeal of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Protesters shouted slogans expressing their strong discontent with the current situation. A woman protester addressing the media condemned the actions of the security forces, claiming that the volunteers had been targeted while protecting civilians from narco-terrorist attacks. She criticized the authorities for failing to take action against narco-terrorists and instead persecuting innocent volunteers who were defending their communities. A one-day sensitization program on the sexual harassment of women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013 was held today at the conference hall of the Chief Electoral Officer's office in Lamphilpat, Imphal. The initiative aimed to raise awareness among the women employees of the election department about the provisions of the Act. The program also focused on the duties and responsibilities of the Internal Complaints Committee and provided a technical session on the procedure for filing complaints in case of sexual harassment at the workplace. Joint Chief Electoral Officers Ramananda Nongwaikapam and MD S. Daulat Khan shared their valuable insights on the Act's provisions and its importance in creating a safe and respectful working environment. The sensitization program conducted in hybrid mode saw participation from women employees of the election department posted across various districts. A one-day awareness program on forests, fire and wildlife protection was successfully held today at Takhel village in Imphal East, aiming to raise awareness about the importance of protecting the environment and wildlife. The program was organized by the Central Forest Division in collaboration with the Universal Friendship Organization (UFO). The event saw the participation of Conservator of Forests R.K. Amarjit, DFO of Central Forest Division Imphal Vikram Suresh Nade, and Chairman of Takhel Gram Panchayat Administrative Committee Moirangthem Ningthem. In his address, Conservator of Forests R.K. Amarjit emphasized the crucial role that communities play in preventing forest fires and ensuring wildlife conservation. He urged the residents to adopt sustainable practices and take an active role in safeguarding the region's forests. In a move to facilitate the construction of a 245-meter cable-stayed bridge, the Divisional Forest Officer, DFO, Central Forest Division, has granted permission for the felling of trees along the Lamphilpat to Thangmaiban Road. Starting December 28, the Forest Department will begin tree felling operations on their stretch to clear the path for the vital infrastructure project. The bridge, being developed by the Water Resource Department, is expected to enhance connectivity in the region. A two-day workshop on the implementation of the Holistic Progress Card was organized by the State Council of Educational Research and Training in collaboration with the National Assessment Center and CERT New Delhi, and the SCERT Multipurpose Hall Lamphilpat concluded today. The workshop aimed at building the capacity of state level, district level, block level, and school level functionaries to effectively implement the Holistic Progress Card in schools across the state. The workshop was inaugurated with a keynote address by CEO Head of NAC, Parak, Professor Indrani Baduri, who highlighted the transformative role of the Holistic Progress Card in reshaping the assessment system. Director of SCRT, A. Romel Singh, urged participants to enhance their competency in competency-based assessment to ensure that assessments are more continuous and formative. The workshop saw the participation of 70 delegates from SCRT DITES and the Department of Education S. As a continuation of the Basic Life and Fire Safety Training Program organized by the Manipur Fire Service Department in different locations of the state since December 13, a two-day program which was held at the fire substation in Bishnupur district concluded today. The training aimed at enhancing awareness and preparedness in emergencies was primarily attended by staff from medical facilities and schools. Participants were trained in essential fire safety techniques, basic life-saving skills, and emergency response procedures. The program also included practical demonstrations of firefighting equipment and first aid. Civic Action Program was organized by A&F 08 of DAT 08 Battalion CRPF at Waroiching, PS Nambol, District Bishnupur with Commandant of 8 Battalion CRPF SH Chandrasekhar as the chief case. The event aimed to support local communities with water purifiers, solar lamps and sports items distributed to residents of fringe areas near the CRPF deployment. Commandant Chandrasekhar highlighted that the CRPF conducts such programs annually to provide essential items to the needy, fostering better relations between the security forces and local populations. Officers from Assam Rifles, Bishnupur Police and local civic bodies attended the event. The village had lauded CRPF's efforts in internal security and community welfare, while the local populace expressed their gratitude for the initiative. Another civic action program was held by the 86th Battalion CRPF at Karwong 1, Nungtek and Marangching Part 4 villages in Nonit district. The event was organized under the guidance of IG Manipur and Nagaland Sector CRPF Dr. Vipul Kumar and the supervision of Commandant 86th Battalion CRPF Saurav Kumar Chowdhury. The program began with a tribute to the late Dr. Manmohan Singh, former Prime Minister of India. HDPE water supply pipes and sports items were distributed to the villagers to improve their quality of life. Saurav Kumar Chowdhury in his address emphasized the importance of fostering goodwill between the CRPF and local communities. Village chairmen and residents expressed their gratitude and hope for more such initiatives in the future. Before we end the headlines once again. A day after Chief Minister Andrew security strengthening announcement, Kuki militants launched renewed attack in Imphal East, injuring 2 and evacuating families. Nation mourns the passing of former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh with 7 days of state mourning announced and tributes from across the political spectrum. Kotu agrees to issue apology after brutal assault and harassment of SDSA members by Kuki volunteers in Gamgifai. And tragic collapse of hanging bridge in Imphal East claims life of 60-year-old woman, while a child was rescued by locals. That's all we have in this bulletin. Keep watching IS News.